through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit and deep encounters with God, Bishop Okudili and Pastor Ifoma Eze have written and published over 70 live transforming books. Succeeding in Marriage After the Wedding, Treasures in a Trash, All You Need to Succeed in Marriage, Preparing for Your Season of Demand, Building a Marriage That Will Stand the Test of Time, and many more. If you're in Nigeria, you can get these at Zion Heritage and Miracle Ministries branches. For further inquiries, call 0809-178-7299 or 0805-716-1060. Remain lifted for life.
And welcome to Checkpoint. Thank you so much for all that you do for us at Checkpoint, and because of your likes, your shares, your comments, and everything that you do, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Because of all of this, our message is reaching a wider audience, and for this we are indeed grateful. So thank you so much for all you do for us at Checkpoint, and keep watching. All right, at this moment I'd like you to do me a favor: invite a friend, invite a relation, invite an associate, invite a neighbor. Let them know that Checkpoint is on right now, because today we have a very interesting topic we would like to share with you today on Checkpoint. Would you want to know what it is? It's going to be very, very powerful. So I can't wait to share that with you. So what you do now, go ahead, send the link to somebody, invite someone, share the link. All right, let them know that Checkpoint is on right now. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, click on the notification bell, and get ready to receive awesome and powerful contents. All right, thank you so much. I'll be back after the break. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back to Checkpoint. Today, I have a very interesting topic I'd like to share with you. As the year is starting, I'd like to share this particular topic with you. And the topic today is personal questions to answer this year. Personal questions to answer this year. Has it ever occurred to you that whenever there is a question, there is expected to be an answer? And this year, it's important that you ask yourself some very tangible questions that you would also give the answers to. And by the time you begin to ask yourself some of those questions, it will help to align your year properly. It will help to guide you. It will help to give you structure that will help you to achieve all your dreams. I don't know how last year was for you, but I know that if you answer some of these questions this year, it will help you a great deal. It will give you direction. It will help you to maximize your potentials. It will help you to achieve your dreams. It will help you to fulfill purpose here on earth. So please, are you ready for these questions? These questions, they are mind-probing. They are questions that will help you. They are questions that will push you to do the right thing so that you can eventually get the best of results that you want in your life. I always tell you on this show that I am rooting for you. I am rooting for you. I know that you will excel. I know that you will make it. I know that you will expand. I know that you will get better. I know it in my heart of hearts that you will become all that God has proposed for you to be. But then there are some pertinent questions that you have to answer. When you answer these questions, it will formulate a pattern that you would go ahead and do. It will formulate a structure that will help you to achieve what you really want to achieve. It will formulate bright ideas that would ignite you to and activate you to achieve all your purpose. So are you ready for these questions? Yes, I'll be releasing them one after the other. The first question I'd like you to answer this year. Remember, I said that the topic today is our personal questions you have to answer, personal questions to answer this year. So the first question I'd like you to answer is this question: what are your goals and have you set them? What are your goals and have you set them? I have a video on setting and achieving your goals. If you haven't watched that video, please do well to watch that video. We'll try to share the link for you in the comment section, but do well to watch that video so that you will learn how to set your goals and how to achieve them. Now this year is just starting. I want to ask you, have you set your goals? Have you set your goals? And have you set your goals, and what are those goals? All right, what are those goals? Because if you do not even have a goal, you won't be able to fulfill it. All right, so what are your goals and how have you set them? Have you programmed them? Have you written it down? God, speaking to the prophet, said, write down the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it can run with it. There are people that God has ordained to help your vision this year. There are people that God has ordained to help your goals this year. But the question I have for you is this: have you written it down? Because when you write it down, you make it legible enough for people to read, and then they will run with it. A goal that has not been written down is a goal that nobody will be able to use. A goal that has not been written down is a goal that will not attract partners who will watch it, who will read it and run with it. So please write them down. They may be 5, they may be 6, they may be 7. No matter the number, just write them down. All right, articulate them. Tell yourself, this and that and that and that are the things I intend to achieve this year. These are targets I have set for myself. So ask yourself, what are your goals? Do you want to write a new book this year? You want to release a new album this year? You want to work on a new song this year? Do you want to start a new job this year? You want to develop a new skill this year? What is your goal? Set them, because you cannot achieve goals that you did not set in the first place. Set those goals and make up your mind to achieve them. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared of what is happening. Don't say, oh, because rumors are here and there and other places, oh, the world is coming to an end, I rather not set my goals. No. Listen to me. God said to us in his word that we should occupy till he comes. Occupy till he comes. So I want to encourage you, go ahead and set those goals. Go ahead and set those goals. Let us know what your goals are. Now, if you are watching me right now, let me know in the comment section what your goals are. What are your goals? Yes, you, yes, you holding your phone and looking into it and watching this program right now. What are your goals? And have you set them? Let me know in the comment section. All right. So number two, personal question you have to answer this year is: what new skills will you learn in order to upgrade? What new skills will you learn in order to upgrade? What new skills will you learn in order to upgrade? I don't know what God has called you to do. I don't know what you have set out to do for yourself, but I want to ask you, what are the new skills that are required in your line of work? What are the new skills that are required in the thing you have been called out to do? What are the new skills that are required in your assignment in life? Now, what are your plans to gain some of those new skills? Now, in this generation, we have hard skills and we have soft skills. Now, the world is moving, even though the hard skills are still required, but there are soft skills that will make there are soft skills that will make you exceptional here on earth. So begin to develop both hard and soft skills that are necessary in your line of work, that are necessary in your assignment, that are necessary to make you a better version of who you are. So what are the skills you intend to develop this year? What are those skills? Do you want to learn something on public speaking? Do you want to learn something on content writing? Do you want to learn something on graphic design or video editing or music production? What new skill do you want to learn? There are tons and tons of skills that one can learn depending on what your assignment is, depending on what your purpose is, depending on what you have set your heart to do. So what are those skills? Share with me in the comment section right now. Let me know what those skills are. Are you writing them down? Let me know. I'm excited. I really want to know what are the skills you want to develop this year. You know, in this era, there are people who have certificates and they are certified failures because the certificate does not really carry any more weight. In this era, employers are more concerned about what you can do than what certificate you have. So what do you know how to do? What can you do with your hands? What can you do with your mouth? What can you do with your mind? What can you do? That is what is selling now. What can you do? That is what is currently selling. Listen to me. Value. Value is one currency that is acceptable independent of race. It is acceptable independent of time. It is acceptable independent of the personalities involved. So what value are you bringing to the table, and how can you bring those values if you do not develop your skills? So I'm asking you, what new skill do you want to learn in order to upgrade in the area of your core competence? All right, I hope you got that. Now let's talk about number 3. Number 3 personal question that you have to answer this year. Number 3 personal question you have to answer this year is this question: what financial intelligence will you employ in order to make wealth? What financial intelligence will you employ in order to make wealth? Listen to me, the era where people are ignorant financially has passed. In this era, you have to be financially intelligent. By financially intelligent, I mean that you are able to know what it is you need to do in order to make more wealth. What it is you need to do in order to make more wealth. I don't know what your area of expertise is. I don't know whether you are a career person or a business person, but whichever one you are, I'd like you to look into the way you manage money. Money is called currency because money flows in and out. Now, it's important that you know that if money flows, because it's called a currency, you know, currency is from the word current. Current flows, all right? So money also flows like current. That's why it's called currency. Now, if you know that money flows in and out, you ask yourself, what can I do to make money flow into me? Can I tell you that if you have a product of 10,000 that you can sell to 100 people, automatically you can become a millionaire. To become a millionaire is no Herculean task. It's no difficult task. All you have to ask yourself is this: what products do I have? What do I have? What do I have that I can sell for 10,000 naira to 100 people? And that is how you make your first million. So if you have been thinking, how can I make my first million? How can I make my first million? Listen to me. This is key. What 100 people, which 100 people can you sell your product of 10,000 to? Which 100 people can you sell to? Which 100 people can you sell your product of 10,000 to? Or what product of 10,000 can you sell to 100 people effortlessly, comfortably? That is the secret to the 1 billion you are looking for and the other millions that you need even in this year. So ask yourself, what financial intelligence do I need to acquire in order to do what? In order to make more wealth this year. Remember, saving is not enough. I've seen people talking about so much about savings and savings and savings. Listen to me, savings cannot make you rich. Rather, if you save in order to invest, you can be rich. Let me say that again. Savings cannot make you rich, but if you save in order to invest, then you can become rich. So if you are saving, save in order to invest. Don't save in order to eat shawarma and eat ice cream and stuff like that. No, no, no. If you do that and finish all your money on jollof rice, you will be poor. So if you want to be financially intelligent, you have to save in order to invest. And when you want to invest, invest in things that are profitable, invest in things that will bring you in money over the long run. So not invest in something that's obsolete. Figure out what it is you want to invest in and make sure that what you're investing in has the ability to multiply. Invest in land, you can invest in agriculture, you can invest in dollars, because as things are going, the money is not stable, but something that has been stable, dollars has been stable for a while. So please invest in tangible things. These are financial intelligence stuff you can do in order to make sure that you maintain your wealth. Are you getting blessed by this session? I hope so. I hope so. All right, I've shared with you. Number one, I told you what are the goals that you have set. What are your goals and have you set them? I said number two, what are the new skills that you'll be able to learn in order to do what? Upgrade. Number three, I said what are the financial intelligence skills you have to employ in order to do what? To make more wealth. Now, number four question I would like you to answer, personal question I'd like to answer is this: what relationships will you need to maintain? What relationships do you need to maintain? Can I tell you that you are just about 4 people away from the person that will change your life forever? You are just 4 people away from the persons that will change your life forever. But the secret, this issue is this: you may not even know who those 4 persons are, and that is why you have to treat people around you well. Relate with people. Don't look down on people. Don't ignore people. Don't treat people like trash. Don't look at people and don't look at people and then condemn them and ridicule them because of where they are, because where you are is not a permanent location. Where you are is not the end of your story, all right? So because you are in a particular place does not mean that that is where you'll be forever. You are just here at this particular time, and very soon your address will be changing. It doesn't matter who has looked down at you. It doesn't matter who has condemned you. One thing is sure: you will eventually improve and get better. So don't look down on people. Somebody who is a slave today may not be a slave forever. It was Esther who was a slave today, and the next moment, just one night, she was queen. It was Joseph that was a prisoner in one day, and by the next morning, he had become prime minister. So don't look down on people. The person you look down on today might be your greatest saving grace tomorrow. So don't look down on people. Treat people well. Don't treat them like trash. Don't treat them like rags. Okay, love them. I know it is difficult. I understand your pain, because I too, I have been there so many times. People have treated me badly, all right? People have betrayed me. People have even accused me of things I did not do. But does that make me to stop believing in people? No, because if you stop believing in people, who then are you? We were not created to be in isolation. We are created to be in community. We are created to have relationships with other people. But if you focus on the hurt and the pain of past relationships, you will never have good relationships with people. I've been betrayed, I've been hurt, I've been ridiculed, I've been laughed at, I've been jeered at. People have looked down on me. People have even accused me of things I did not even do. But then at the end of the day, what do I do about it? I pick myself up. I encourage myself. I have other new relationships. I reach out to other people. I help people that I can, and the people I cannot help, I wish them well. All right? So stop looking down on people and stop hating people for their progress. Every rich person is not an occultic person. Every lady who has gotten married is not a prostitute. Stop wishing people evil just because they are succeeding, okay? Because what you attack, you can never attract. Let me say that again. What you attack, you can never attract. That is why you have to celebrate the good in people, celebrate the good things happening to people, because if it happened to them, it will come around. One good thing comes around. If God has started blessing your neighbors, it means that God is already in your neighborhood, and very soon you will be blessed. So don't start hating somebody else because the person has been blessed. Don't start looking down on somebody because the person has been blessed. No, don't do that. Celebrate the one that God is blessing now, because very soon others will come and celebrate with you. So what new relationships are you going to build this year? What new relationships are you going to build? Are you going to maintain? Look out for people, because people will help you. In fact, people are gates. Gates are people. There are gates you have been trying to open, and those gates have refused to open. Those gates can only open because of the person's manning that gate. That's why we have people we call gatesmen. In real life, in destiny, there are gatesmen in real life. People who open gates to opportunities for you. People who open gates to contacts that will bless your life heavily. So please do not look down on people. Maintain good relationships. When somebody calls you, call back. When somebody sends you a message, send back, reply back. All right? Don't keep ignoring people. That attitude will not help you to go far. It will not help you to accomplish much in life. I know you are busy, but listen to me. Let me tell you, you watching out there, if somebody is too busy to reply you, over time. I'm not talking about once or twice or 3 times, but over time you've been sending tons and tons of messages to the person and the person is not replying and the person tells you they are busy. Listen to me. That being busy is very selective, because that the person is not replying you now does not mean the person is not replying anyone else. So the person is not replying you now, but the person has people in his or her life that they are replying who are important to them. So if somebody is important to you, you create time for the person. That's the truth. So if somebody is unimportant to you, you won't create time for the person. So anybody who is not creating time for you after a long time, over time, means that the person feels you are not important to the person. So you have people that are important to you, and you make sure that there are people who you are important to. Now, if you want to be important to people, make sure that you are adding value to them. If you are always on the receiving end, there is nothing you are doing for them, they will miss you. They won't need you. All right? So if you want people to need you, then make sure there is a value you are giving to them that no other person is giving to them. Listen to me. If you give people value, over time, even if you are in the midst of the forest, they will beat a path to where you are. They will beat a path to where you are, because there is value you are giving them that no other person is giving to them. So tell yourself, if I want to have good relationship with people, what value am I adding to their lives? What difference am I making in their life? Because it is the difference you make in their life that will determine how much they will need you. Because if your presence was not felt in the first place, your absence will also not be felt. It is when your presence is felt, that is when your absence will equally be felt. So what relationship are you going to build? Build relationship with mentors, build relationship with your coaches, build relationship with your spiritual parents, build relationship with friends, and most importantly, build relationship with your family. Don't neglect family for anything, because when all is said and done, when everybody has left, when life has closed, it is family that will stand. It is family that will stand with you, no matter how bad things get. So make up your mind to build quality relationships that will help you this year. So ask yourself right now, what quality relationship are you planning to build this year? Let me know in the comment section, all right? So that's it for number 4. Let's talk about number 5. Number 5 question, personal question that you have to ask yourself this year is this question: what mistakes are you going to learn from and correct? What mistakes are you going to learn from and correct? This year, what mistakes are you going to correct based on the mistakes you have made previously in the previous year? Tell me right now. For me, let me tell you my own. For me, I didn't rest well last year. I didn't devote time to resting and sleeping well. So I had short sleep, 3 hours sleep for many nights, some nights 4 hours sleep. I'm not sure I got up to more than 4 hours sleep last year. It was really a crazy and busy time for me, but this year I'm going to correct it, because it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for anyone either. So rest well. That's me talking to myself. So for you, what is that mistake you made last year that you intend to correct this year? Ask yourself, what is that mistake I made last year? I want to correct it this year. What difference am I going to make? Ask yourself. It's a choice. It's something you have to tell yourself. It's something you have to do for yourself. No other person is going to do it for you. So it is left for you to figure out what that mistake is. And like I always tell people, you are not your mistake. Your mistake is not you. That mistake is only an event, and it is not your identity. So you made a mistake. You did not kill. You made a mistake. You did not kill somebody. All right. You just made a mistake, and that mistake can be corrected. So lift yourself up from the point where you have made the mistake and choose to leave, okay? And choose to leave. This is very, very important. All right, so what mistake is that? Do you want to share? If you want to share, tell us in the comment section. Let's know you want to share the mistake you made last year and steps you're going to take to correct them this year. Is that okay? All right, thank you. Right, let's talk about the next one, number 6. Yeah, let's talk about number 6 question you have to answer this year. Number 6 question is simply, what positive habits are you going to build and what negative habits are you going to drop? For everyone, there is a habit you need to build and there is a habit you need to drop. So you have to answer this question. I shared with you already I have the negative habit of not sleeping well, not sleeping as much as I should. Every adult, normal human being should be able to have at least between 6 to 8 hours sleep every night, okay? And then I've not been having that. And this year, I want to drop that negative habit and build a new habit of sleeping as much as I should. All right, so for you, what is that negative habit you want to drop? Some of you, the negative habit you need to drop is you not reaching out to anybody. There are people that are so, I know you might be an introvert, but listen to me, you need to reach out to people. You can't just lock yourself in and then you say hi to you yourself. That's not a good way to live. Some people, you have negative habits of not taking care of yourself. So what is your own negative habit? There are negative habits, several of them. Some of you, your negative habit is eating plenty junk. That's all you ever get to eat. You can eat junk for Africa, all right? So this year, plan to eat a bit healthy. Eat more fruits, eat more vegetables. That'll be nice for you. So what are the negative habits you are planning to drop this year? Remember, this is a very reflective session. I just want you to think through. I just want you to think through these questions and then raise answers for them. You know, one beautiful thing about this particular episode today is that what I would get from this video, from this program, is not what you are going to get. What you are going to get is not what I'm going to get, because it punches very close to home, okay? It is specific. It's something that you have to answer for yourself. So what are those habits that you need to drop, and what are those habits you need to develop? Because anything you do for 21 days becomes a habit. So what are you going to do for the next 21 days? What are you going to do for the next 21 days? What is that thing you want to say? I'm going to start this today and I'm going to do it for the next 21 days. And then I'm going to see how it will pay off in my life. So make a choice. Make a choice. Some of you can choose to pick the habit of discipline. Habit of discipline. Some people are really not disciplined. Some others, you can choose to take the habit of being on time, not being late for events. All right? So what is that negative habit you want to drop and the one you want to pick up? Because this year, you are going to succeed. And I want you to really do well. So you have to really make up your mind to do it, and do it very well. All right, I've shared with you, let me do a recap. I've shared with you on some personal questions you need to answer. I said, number 1, what are your goals and have you set them? Number 2, what are the new skills you need to learn in order to upgrade? Number 3, I talked about what financial intelligence will you want to employ in order to make more wealth. Number 4, I talked about what relationship will you want to maintain. We talked about number 5. We said number 5 is what mistakes are you willing to learn from and correct. Then we talked about number 6, what positive habits are you going to build, and then what are the negative habits you are going to drop. So let's talk about number 7. Are you ready? Now, number 7, what new books are you going to read? Somebody told me for the past 7 years I have not read a book, and I screamed. No wonder the person is at that same level that he is in. So please make up your mind to read. Readers are leaders. When you read, you become, you expose yourself to the knowledge base of the person who wrote the book. Now, when you read what somebody has read, that person, out of the overflow of their knowledge, is reaching out to you, is writing out what they have learned from the overflow of their knowledge. And because you are reading, you are sharing in that wisdom. You are sharing in the wisdom they have to offer. So what book are you going to read? How many books are you going to read? What areas, what aspect of books are you going to read? Because you cannot leave your mind unsharpened. What happens when you read is that reading sharpens the mind. Reading sharpens the mind. Listen to me. If you must become a great person this year, you must read. I know you are busy, but make out time to read, because anything that is important to you, if you make out time for it, you will be able to achieve it. So make out time to read and study, because study makes you good. But anything you learn from reading, imagine when you're speaking, people will listen to you. When you are conversing, people will want to hear more of it. When you give people advice, it becomes the solution that triggers success for them. And they want to come back and get another advice from you. So read. What new book are you going to read this year? What books are you going to read? Now, here in church, we've been doing a book club. So every week we have a new book for the week. I'd like you to join. We'll be sharing with you a link where you can join our book club for the week. All right, every new week there is a book. The intention is that by the end of the year we'll have you read 52 whole books. How awesome can that be? So join Enthronement Scrolls. We have it every Tuesday evening, and when you join Enthronement Scrolls every Tuesday evening between 7 and 8, you would the program will be live. And then when you join Enthronement Scrolls, you see yourself conversing about the books. And when you as a matter of fact, as you even listen, you can pick one or two tangible information and revelation and knowledge that can shoot your life forward just by listening to others talk about what they read in the book. And then if you join, you can read the book ahead of time, and then we all come online and then discuss the book. How awesome can that be? So read, be a reader, all right? Be a reader. Let me know, what book titles do you intend to read this year? So just write down the book titles and the authors. Can you do that? All right, type them in. I want to see them in the comment section. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. I want this to be very, very interactive. I want us to be together in this exercise. All right. Number 8 personal question that you have to ask this year is the question: what is the mountain of influence you desire to reign from, and what are your plans for achieving it? What is the mountain of influence? What are the mountain of influence you want to reign from, and what are your plans for achieving it? Listen to me, everyone has a mountain of influence from where you are meant to reign. As a matter of fact, there are actually about 7 mountains of influence that exist. The first mountain is called the media mountain, for everyone who is into media for one purpose or the other. The second mountain is called the arts and entertainment mountain. All right, so if you are into artistry, you're into entertainment industry, that mountain is also for you. This third mountain is called the governmental mountain, or the military mountain, or the politics mountain. So government, military, politics, that is the third mountain, and that mountain is for those who are in government, those who are into the military or politics. The fourth mountain is called the family mountain. In this family mountain, you want to build up your family. You want to develop and propagate family values that people can incorporate into their lives. And then the fifth mountain is called the religion mountain. The religion mountain, you are into ministry or into the work of God. And then the sixth mountain is called education mountain. So it has education, science, and technology mountain. All right, that mountain, you are able to educate people. There's a lot of research that goes into it. And then the seventh mountain is a mountain called the business mountain, or the economy mountain, or the finance mountain. So in that mountain, it has to do with those who are into the economy, business, finances. All right, so which mountain out of the 7 I have mentioned, which of the mountains do you see yourself reigning from? And then what are your plans? What plans do you have in order to achieve success from those mountains? So that's the question you need to ask yourself. So what's your plan? Which mountain? Tell me, let me know. I mentioned the media mountain, the arts and entertainment mountain, the governmental mountain, the family mountain, the religion mountain, the education mountain, and the business or economy mountain. So let me know, which of the mountains do you want to reign from, and then what are your plans to achieve success upon that mountain? Because you are not meant to be ordinary. God did not create non-entities, He created celebrities. God did not create people mediocres, He created powerful people that would become the best version of themselves here on earth. So which of these is your mountain? Let me know in the comment section. Just type it in there. Let's know what your particular preference of your mountain is. What mountain has God called you to reign from? And let us know, what are your plans for achieving them? Because what I'm doing this time is I'm trying to help you set your year, help you set yourself up for success. All right, so that you can program yourself for success even this year. All right, did you get that? Yes. All right, let's talk about number 9 question. All right, number 9 question is this: in practical ways, how will you help other people in and around your life? In practical ways, how will you help other people in and around your life. There are people around you. Listen to me. If you watch, all of these questions have been almost personal. But then another one that is personal, another side of it, is that there is this year, make up your mind that there is somebody around you, somebody in your life that you're going to help. You have proposed in your heart that this year you're going to make somebody's life better. And then what are the steps you need to take in order to make the person's life better? I know you may not have the capacity to change the person's life entirely, but there is something that you can do for that person. There is a need you can meet in that person's life. There is a pathway you can help the person start. There is something you can do. Who are you going to help? And what ways are you going to help the person? There comes a time in your life when you cannot be thinking of only me, myself, and I. All right? You have to start thinking of other people. You have to start thinking of how to help people in this life. So answer this question. Who are you going to help this year? It may be a family member. It may be a friend. It might be an acquaintance. It may be a neighbor. It may be somebody you don't even know. So make up your mind that there is somebody you're going to help this year. All right, so you cannot be thinking just about yourself this year. There are people out there that need your help. There is a small girl there, a small boy there who is not going to school because they need your help. There is somebody that is stranded because they need your help. There is somebody who is confused because they need your help. So make up your mind to help. Everything must not be about you and yourself. Everything must not be just personal. All right, it is time for you to stop being selfish. Stop being selfish. In this time, in this season, there are people that you can better their life. There are people that you can improve their life. As a matter of fact, there are people that are depending on your success to be successful. And that is why you cannot afford to fail in destiny. That is why you cannot afford to remain in mediocre. That is why you cannot afford to make mistakes. All right? Because some people are depending on you. They are depending on you to live. They are depending on you to survive. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You have to work hard. You have to make up your mind that this year, I'm going to help this person in this area. This year, I'm going to improve this person in this area. This year, I'm going to do that and that and that for somebody. All right? There's somebody whose school fees you can pay. There is somebody who you can give food to eat. There is somebody you can pay their house rent this year. There is somebody you can give a word of encouragement. There's somebody you can give a tangible advice. There is somebody you can open up a door of opportunity for. There is somebody that you can give employment. All right? There is somebody that you can do something good for. Everything does not have to be about you. You cannot afford to remain selfish. You have to tell yourself, I am a selfless person. I think about the good of other people. And do you know what? There is this satisfaction that will meet you. This satisfaction that will come upon you when you do good for other people. No wonder the Bible says that how God anointed Jesus Christ with the Holy Ghost and with power. And he went about doing good, healing all those who were oppressed by the devil. He went about doing good. This year, make up your mind to be that one that will go about doing good for people. All right? Because you can't just be selfish. All right, the era of selfishness should be over. Make up your mind to be a selfless person. The one who thinks about the good of others. The one who reaches out to others. The one who is willing to help people. All right, help people this year. You don't lose your shine by helping another person. No, never. You can't lose your shine by helping another person. Tell yourself that this year, I'm going to do something good for somebody. Don't say, oh, I don't have money. It is those who have money that are going to help others. No. There is somebody whose prayer point is your current reality. There is somebody who is praying to just be like you. So please don't say, I don't have money. I'm not up to the level of helping people. You can help people, even with your current situation. So please go ahead and do something nice for somebody. All right, let's share number 10. Number 10, personal question that you have to answer this year is this. What steps are you willing to take in order to improve your walk with God? What steps are you willing to take in order to improve your walk with God? This year, you cannot joke with God. Things are happening, and only those who know their God shall be strong and do exploits. You cannot afford to waste your year. You cannot afford to walk this year again without God. I read deep into the story of Samuel. I read deep into the story of David. I read deep into the story of Joseph, and I discovered one common thing with them. God's presence was with them. The Bible kept saying, and God was with them, and God was with them, and God was with them, for several scriptures. And I discovered that was the secret of their being exceptional in life. Listen to me, you cannot be exceptional without God's presence. So this year, make up your mind to improve on your spirituality and walk with God. And when you walk with God, you will have an exceptional life. When you walk with God, you will do better. You will achieve results. You will become the best version of yourself. So this year is no year to joke around. These are the personal questions that you have to ask yourself and answer them. I've given you 10 of them. Number 1, I said, what are your goals and have you set them? Number 2, I said, what are the skills you need to learn in order to do what? To upgrade. Number 3, I said, what are the financial intelligence that you will have to employ in order to gain more wealth? Number 4, I said, what are the relationships that you have to maintain? Number 5, I said, what are the mistakes you are going to learn from and correct? Number 6, I said, what are the positive habits you are going to build and the negative habits you are going to drop? Number 7, I said, what are the books you are going to read? And number 8, I said, what's your mountain of influence you're going to reign from, and what is your plan for achieving success upon that mountain? Number 9, I said, in practical ways, how are you going to better and help other people's life? And number 10, I said, what are the steps you are willing to take in order to improve your walk with God? Now, these are the few things I decided to share with you today on Checkpoint. Until I come your way again, keep making a positive, indelible mark in the lives of people and on the sands of time. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, I hope you are blessed by that message. All right, so I want you to just go ahead and support us. If you are led, go ahead and just sow into the account right on the screen. And I know that as you do that, God will bless you big time. Because of the seeds you are sowing, you'll be able to reach a wider audience on different platforms. So please do well to sow that seed and God will bless you. Love you.
Through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit and deep encounters with God, Bishop Okudili and Pastor Ifeoma Eze have written and published over 70 live transforming books. Succeeding in Marriage After the Wedding, Treasures in a Trash, All You Need to Succeed in Marriage, Preparing for Your Season of Demand, Building a Marriage That Will Stand the Test of Time, and many more. If you're in Nigeria, you can get these at Zion Heritage and Miracle Ministries branches. For further inquiries, call 0809-178-7299 or 0805-716-1060. Remain lifted for life.